Can McLaren or Mercedes stop Red Bull in 2025? Mercedes and McLaren are set to challenge Red Bull's hegemony in Formula One in 2025. With its technological superiority and Max Verstappen's genius, Red Bull is still a powerful force. But Mercedes' strategic emphasis and McLaren's quick improvement may make the championship race more competitive. Here are 7 key points to consider in this battle. Number 7. McLaren's rising threat. One of the season's most notable developments has been McLaren's comeback in 2024, which has established them as a significant challenge to Red Bull's hegemony. With Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri continually putting up excellent performances, the team's car has shown incredible versatility across a range of circuits. A historic occasion that marked McLaren's comeback to the front of the field was Norris's first Formula One victory in Miami. Piastri demonstrated his ability to produce under duress in his second season by winning in Hungary and Brazil. The team's 1-2 finish in Hungary was an especially noteworthy accomplishment that demonstrated their capacity to take advantage of advantageous circumstances and carry out faultless race tactics. On several courses, though, McLaren has lost important points due to their poor slow-speed corner ability. The team's goal for 2025 is to solve this problem by improving setup and aerodynamics. McLaren is in a strong position to contend with Red Bull for the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships the following season, with to their superb driver lineup, upgraded infrastructure, and ambitious development strategy. Number 6. Red Bull's challenges. The competitive landscape changed in 2024 as a result of serious challenges to Red Bull's supremacy in Formula One. The team's overall performance declined, placing third in the constructors' standings behind McLaren and Ferrari, even though Max Verstappen won the Drivers' Championship for the 4th time in a row. A number of variables, such as poor race execution and a halt in car development, are to blame for this downturn. Red Bull's ability to secure double-point finishes has been limited by Liam Lawson's inability to match Verstappen's performance in his first full season as the team's second driver. Furthermore, the RB20 has demonstrated weaknesses on some tracks, especially those that call for a high degree of mechanical grip and flexibility. These problems have made people wonder if Red Bull will be able to stay at the top of the sport. To counter the growing danger from McLaren and Ferrari in 2025, the team will need to fix these shortcomings, especially in car development and assisting Lawson's rise. If the constructors don't enhance their total package, Verstappen's skill might not be enough to win another championship. Number 5. Mercedes' focus on drivers. George Russell and rookie Kimi Antonelli are at the top of Mercedes' driver roster going into the 2025 season. Russell has made a name for himself as a dependable and steady driver who can contend for podium finishes and race victories. He is a vital member of the crew because of his ability to get the most out of the vehicle, even under trying circumstances. However, Mercedes may face difficulties in the Constructors' Championship due to Antonelli's lack of expertise. The team's ability to consistently finish in the top spots may be hampered by Antonelli's need for time to adjust to the demands of Formula One. Mercedes is nevertheless a strong rival because of its strategic know-how and flexibility in response to shifting circumstances. Even if the rookie's learning curve hinders their constructors' campaign, the team's emphasis on Russell's leadership and Antonelli's growth might make them a dark horse in the Drivers' Championship. In order to create the groundwork for future success, Mercedes plans to optimize Russell's potential while fostering Antonelli's development by 2025. Number 4. Ferrari's strength. Thanks to a stellar driver roster and enhanced vehicle performance, Ferrari has become a formidable challenger in 2024. Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc are one of the most skilled and seasoned drivers on the grid, and Hamilton's transfer to Ferrari has given the squad more depth and experience. Ferrari is a strong rival in both qualifying and racing circumstances, with Leclerc's speed and consistency combined with Hamilton's racecraft and strategic thinking. The team can now compete against Red Bull and McLaren on a range of circuits, thanks to notable advancements in car development, especially in race pace and tire management. A major contributor to Ferrari's success has been their capacity to quickly adjust to various track conditions and implement successful racing strategy. By improving their car and utilizing the abilities of their driver lineup, the team hopes to build on this momentum in 2025 and pose a significant threat to the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships. Leclerc's natural skill and Hamilton's experience put Ferrari in a strong position to compete at the top level. Number 3. Development race. Teams will be pushing the boundaries of their cars to get an advantage over their rivals in the development race, which will be a major factor in deciding the 2025 championship battle. In the areas of medium and high-speed aerodynamics, McLaren has made great strides, catching up to Red Bull. Their slow-speed cornering performance is still a shortcoming, though, and they are continuously trying to improve it with configuration adjustments and aerodynamic modifications. However, under steady regulations, Red Bull seems to have reached a development ceiling, allowing their competitors to catch up. Ferrari is now able to compete with Red Bull and McLaren on a range of circuits thanks to their impressive development progress, especially in race pace and tire management. The fate of the championship will be largely determined by each team's capacity to modify and enhance their vehicles during the season. The development race will be fiercer than ever in 2025, with teams trying to take advantage of any advantage they can to outperform their rivals. Number 2. Red Bull's reliance on Verstappen. Concerns regarding Red Bull's capacity to sustain its supremacy have been raised by the team's growing reliance on Max Verstappen in 2024. Even though Verstappen is still dominating on his own, winning the Drivers' Championship for the 4th time in a row, Liam Lawson's inexperience has made it difficult for the team to consistently finish in double figures. Due to this disparity, Red Bull is now at risk in the Constructors' Championship since they are unable to depend entirely on Verstappen's performances. Red Bull needs a capable backup driver to back Verstappen and keep them at the top of the standings in 2025. Therefore, Lawson's growth will be essential to their success. Red Bull runs the risk of lagging behind their competitors in the constructors' fight if they don't solve this reliance. In order for Lawson to compete at his best, the team must concentrate on enhancing his performance and giving him the assistance he requires. Verstappen's skill alone may not be enough to earn another constructor's title if the team fails to correct this imbalance. Number 1. Outlook for 2025. McLaren, Ferrari, and Mercedes are all set to challenge Red Bull's hegemony in what is expected to be one of the most competitive Formula One seasons in recent memory in 2025. Because of their strong driver roster and well-rounded chassis, McLaren seems to be in the strongest position to consistently challenge. Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris have demonstrated their ability to compete at the greatest basis for victory. Even if Kimi Antonelli's learning curve hinders their constructors' campaign, Mercedes will still depend on George Russell's leadership and her ability to stay competitive. Although they are still the clear favorite, Red Bull may be exposed to their competitors because to their dependence on Max Verstappen and development issues. For Formula One fans, 2025 will be an interesting season since the championship race is expected to be decided by whose team can modify and enhance their vehicle the quickest. The race for supremacy is expected to be exciting, and the fight at the front of the grid is fiercer than ever. The 2025 season promises thrilling competition as McLaren and Mercedes aim to dethrone Red Bull. With strong development, strategic driver focus, and technical advancements, the battle for supremacy could be closer than ever. The fight for the championship is on. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.